radically inclusive. This is the mission statement behind one of my most favorite places in the whole world. This place is called Biddy and Beau's. Some of you may have heard of it, but if you haven't, it's a coffee shop located here in Waco, and they have many locations all across the country. But this is way more than just a regular coffee shop that sells regular cups of coffee. It's a movement. And today I'm going to share with you exactly how you can be a part of this movement and why you should come in and visit Biddy and Beau's. But what is it and how did it get started? Well, it was started by a family that had this fresh idea. Amy and Ben Wright had 4 kids, 2 of them being named Biddy and Beau. Biddy and Beau both have Down syndrome, and because of this, their parents got a look into how the community of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities are treated, which sparked a passion to reshape the way that we think about others. And so the idea was started to start a coffee shop that would employ these people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, to showcase their value and to remind them of their purpose. That even though they may look different, they may talk different, they may act different than people without disabilities, that does not mean that they are any less valuable than anybody without a disability, and that they do have purpose. And so the first coffee shop was started. It was started in January of 2016 in Wilmington, North Carolina. This was just the start, because now there are over 23 locations which have employed over 400 employees. This is huge because in the US, there are over 7 million people with disabilities, and 80% of those people will never get employed. This is not because they're not capable of working. This is because employers are not willing to hire them. They have put standards on people that just aren't inclusive. And Biddy and Beau's was created to shatter those. And man, have they done that. They have been showcased over a lot of different news stations, and their story has been shared all across the country. So if you have heard of it, that's great. But there is also so many people that haven't heard of it. And the mission behind Biddy and Beau's is exactly why they started it. That it is not about the coffee, but it is about the people. It's about their individual stories. So how, as a college student, can you be involved in a movement like this? I know whenever I first heard of it and got to hear from some of the people at Biddy and Beau's, I felt honestly it was a little daunting to me, because I was like, this seems like this huge thing that needs to be fixed, obviously. But how, as one college student, can I do that? Well, I soon learned that it helped just to stop in and just to go and witness these people working so hard, and just be able to sit in there and enjoy it. And recently, I have just gotten a job at Biddy and Beau's as a shift supervisor. This has given me a different perspective onto how exactly this business really is making a change. And for the short time that I've been working, I have gotten to spend time with these people that love and care like no other. That they have so much joy going into work. And man, if I had to go into work at 7 a.m., I would not have as much joy as these people do. But it's because they have a chance and they realize that. So I leave that with you. I encourage you to stop in at Biddy and Beau's and be a part of the change. It takes 1 cup of coffee, but I assure you that if you come in, you're going to get way more than a cup of coffee. You're going to get a smile. You're going to leave with so much joy. And when you're in there, you may even get to witness a dance party